Hi, this is Greg with Greg's Camera. Welcome to my first installment of going out and shooting with my new Nikon 12 to 28 wide angle lens on my Nikon Z30. And I also tested out my brand new variable neutral density filter from K&F Filters. I went down to the Whitewater Park in Fort Collins, Colorado on the Poudre River, and I got a chance to film some kayakers. I was shooting in both manual and auto mode, adjusting the ND filter to get the best frame rate, trying to stick around 1/60. I was also using touch focus as well. The auto tracking did not like the white water around the kayaker, so it kept slipping. But the touch autofocus seemed to work well, so here's some footage of a kayaker going up and down the river. I also was filming in 4K, 24 or 30, and then I would switch into the slow motion modes. This is one of the first times I actually tried the slow motion modes. They seem to work pretty good. Putting all this together in Adobe Premiere Elements, I didn't seem to have a problem mixing the 4K and the 1080p. Not even sure if you can tell. Maybe when the video is uploaded to YouTube there might be a difference, but you can see I believe I was using the 1080p times 5. There would seem to be a times 4 times 5. This is the first time I used the slow motion, so I like the results. I could not fly my drone today, so drone phone. This is basically just camera. I went up on top of the bridge to kind of get an overhead shot. I muted the entire audio for all of these clips. There is no audio on the slow motion, but for these clips I'd like to give you the river noise, but there were actually a lot of people moving around in the park and there was a lot of wind. I did have my wind muffs on. I did get some usable audio when I was close to the camera, but when I was standing away from the camera, the audio was kind of soft. You can kind of see when it goes into the slow motion mode, the exposure slightly changes. This is due to the higher frame rates, obviously. Like I said, I shot manual and auto, and I do apologize. I'm not sure exactly which clip is shot in manual, which clip is shot in auto, but I do know that if I was shooting regular video and then slow motion in manual and or auto, that the slow motion video would definitely appear a little bit darker. I have not applied any type of color grading or filters to edit this video. This is all straight out of camera with auto white balance. The filter did make a noticeable shift in the color of the screen, but you can see this video is fairly usable right here. Slow motion is nice. Now I'm testing the power zoom. Since this is my brand new 12 to 28, it has a power zoom feature. This particular zoom was the default setting. I went into the settings and slowed it down, and it got real nice here. Just zooming through some bicycle racks. The focus seemed to be nice. The zoom is real smooth. As long as you're on a steady tripod. I do not have the remote. This would actually be much better with the remote. I moved my angles around some, went to the other side of the river. So I was capturing this guy from a different angle. The park was well visited today. On this day there was quite a few people walking around. Most people were just sitting on the side of the river watching the kayaker. Most of my footage is of this guy in the green kayak. He had to be extremely tired by the end of the day. The video footage was pretty good. Here's some more slow motion video. I do wish I did not bring my 16 to 50 kit lens. At this point I did wish that I had brought it along with me so that I could zoom in a little bit closer, but I'll save that for another day. As the weather gets warmer, the river cools off, and the spring flow continues to come down, I'm sure I'm going to get more opportunities to get both whitewater rafters and kayakers. So this is just some more slow motion video. At one point, another kayaker shows up, this guy in the red kayak. He was full of tricks. He loved him flipping his kayak over and over. I was fixing to pack up and leave at this point until he showed up, and I just figured I needed to get some of these flips, both in regular motion and in slow motion. I'm not sure how he was not hitting his head on the rocks underneath it. You can kind of see the park was built with this whitewater just a couple of years ago. They kind of put boulders in, concrete. There's 2 stages. Probably would be nice for these guys if they'd have put in a couple more stages. But you can see that guy flipping. Pretty impressive. So in the slow motion, like I said, I was really wishing I had my Nikon kit lens at 16 to 50. This was probably 24, zoomed in all the way from the edge of the riverbank as close as I could get without fearing for my camera's life. Like I said, I also wish I would have been able to fly my drone, but if you look at the trees in the background, you can see it's kind of blustery. I've already lost 1 drone on the Poudre River. I wasn't planning on losing another. But I do believe this slow motion video is pretty good. Like I said, I just wish I had my 16 to 50. Kind of would have been able to zoom in while he does his flip here. It's pretty good at it, right? So I do thank you for watching my videos. I'm trying to grow a channel where I use all means of capturing video. This is more video centric. I'm a long-time stills photographer, just traded in my full-frame camera for the Nikon Z30 specifically to do hybrid videos, fly my drone, take some video with the Nikon Z30, and even with my cell phone camera. Oh yeah, and by the way, a boogie boarder type guy came out and kind of played around in the river as well. He wasn't able to do very many tricks. It seemed like it was taking a lot of effort, but I'm sure that was pretty fun. You notice that he's in a full wetsuit. Another test of the to close out the video, zooming in and out. Like I said, once again, I appreciate you coming by and watching my videos. Thank you.